Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your bonus general tarot reading for May 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes in the energy and see what we got here for the beautiful Virgos. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What bonus messages do we have for the Virgo collective here? Energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And then at the end, we're not doing a shadow card because it's just a bonus reading. So we're going to breeze through this nice and smooth, my friends. Let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Virgo. Any bonus messages or energies for us to take a look at here in May 2025? What's happening? Now, this could vary quite differently from the rest of the readings we've been seeing this month. All right, so this card, and I'm still using the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck. I've been getting a real kick out of it just because of the imagery and the energy that it really holds here. And when I see this card, I'll place it under here so you could see it better. It's titled Follow Your Own Advice, or follow your own good advice. Now, when I pull messages from this, I don't just look at the image itself. It's very intuitive the way you read this. And I don't feel like this is the universe coming down on you saying like, oh, Virgo, you know better. I don't think it's necessarily that. For a small piece of you, maybe it is. Maybe you're dealing with a situation where if you were given any advice, you'd be like, hey, maybe you should do this instead of that. Now, for a small portion of you, this could just represent somebody coming to you for advice. Like, hey, Virgo, what would you do here? Or if you were in my shoes, how would you handle this? So again, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you have people seeking your expertise in some sort of area. That could be a good thing. For a small portion of you, maybe that's something you need to do, right? If you're dealing with a situation where it's like either frustrating, a little confused, you're not really sure which way to go, maybe Spirit's asking you to find an expert or just an outside perspective to help you through. But again, the big energy whenever this card shows up is like, all right, well, you probably already know the answer to whatever it is you're dealing with. Like if you just be honest with yourself and look within, if it wasn't you, or if you weren't dealing with the situations you're dealing with right now, how would you advise someone you love and care about to handle it? So we're just going to leave it at that for now. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say this first card here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for my Virgos. What's happening? And we're using a tarot in Wonderland. We have the nice Alice in Wonderland theme throughout here for this bonus reading. And while we get this shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about your most recent reading. Pretty good energy, at least in the long term. The reading was titled Big Payoff Incoming. And to me, the energy I was picking up was like, all right, well, even if you're dealing with something that's not ideal right now, the effort, the work, the push is going to pay off for you in a big way. Now, for a small portion of Virgos, maybe there's something that's going to pay off for you right now, right this month. That's a good thing. But for those of you that are still in flux, still in change, to me, there was a big light at the end of the tunnel in the most recent reading. But we're going to see what shows up for you here. As you know, it's a bonus reading, so we'll see what shows up. As you know, just energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so we take this how it hits for you. Because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards here to start off for my Virgo friends. What bonus messages in May? Okay, I mean, that looks a little grumpy. We have the 5 of Swords in position number 1. She does not look too happy. Okay, now again, that doesn't mean that's you. I mean, there could be something that's got you a little grrr when I see this card. Let's get the rest of it out, because this doesn't have to be a rough and tough bad energy. It's just a little aggressive, right? It's a little pushy. We have the Queen of Pentacles. That's one of your power cards right there. Remember, it's not gender specific. Hopefully this isn't somebody feeling that way towards you. I don't know why. Let's get one more here. This feels a little funky. It's okay though. Right? We can't control other people's feelings. Then we have the 6 of Cups, much softer. So it's like a tale of 2 readings, tale of 2 energies, where we have like one that's like super aggressive and kind of angry. Then we have a beautiful, soft, loving, caring type of energy too. So that could tell us that there could be duality in with whatever it is you're dealing with right now, whether it's people, whether it's situations. It's like we got the rough side, we got the good side. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first glance, I know we were talking about it a little bit already. Elementally, I like the mixture we have going on here because it's mixed. It's not too intense with one thing. We have air, which is the swords, that's the realm of intellect, but also the mind. We have the Queen of Pentacles, that's earth, that's your power element right there. It's comfy, cozy. It's kind of in the middle ground, so that could be nice. And then we have some water here right on the back end, which is internal, it's emotions, the realm of creativity, love, and care. So it's like we have this little balancing act going on for some Virgos, especially with your energy in the middle of the spread. It's like, okay, there could be certain things where it's like a double-edged sword. You feel two ways about it, where it's like, all right, I could see the good, but I could also see the stuff that's not so good. So we have a little bit of a mixed bag this week. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first glance, we have this Five of Swords right here in the front, which is like very intense to me, especially in this reading and in this deck for some reason. And we see her there. She's holding the sword. She looks grumpy. She does not look too happy right now. The Five of Swords does have some good things. It could be a determined energy. We'll cover the good vibes of this. It's somebody that's saying, you know what, I'm going to do this for myself. It's very independent in its ways, and it's determined for some sort of outcome. So for some Virgos, there could be something where it's like, no, I will have this outcome, or I will get what I want here. Now, that could be good, but at the same time, this energy could be very aggressive. It could be very pushy. It could be mad, upset. So again, whether it's somebody else you're connected to, where they're just like grumpy, grouchy, or they're upset about something. Okay. And for some of you, it could be you. Maybe there's someone you're a little pissed at. That could be easy, quick. We don't even have to dig any further. But it could also be the opposite side. The real challenge with this card is I feel it could be a warning about certain people too, because sometimes this aggression stretches to the extreme, okay, where it could turn into like bitterness, or this could be even narcissistic people, very self-centered people. So if you're dealing with like group situations and there's a person where they're always out for number one, this could be their energy showing up here. So again, it's mixed because we have a tale of two stories happening here, because on the front here, it's like, ooh, I'm mad. Ooh, I'm upset about something. Now, moving to the middle, we have a very grounded, I don't want to say predictable, but it's a cozy type of energy to me. We have the beautiful Queen of Pentacles, lovely. Now, remember, it's not gender specific. It could be male, female, or anything in between. One of your power cards, you might be connected to another earth sign. Could be easy as that. But the Queen of Pentacles, some of the things that she represents, I mean, she does have a different vibe, especially in a Virgo reading. When we clarify her, it could tell us something that's coming towards you or what you might be feeling. But when I see her, I think of stability. She reminds me of the Empress. So when I see her, I think of blessings. I think of abundance. I think of fruitfulness, wins, victories, all that good stuff. For some Virgos, you might be very career-minded or pentacle-minded. You might just be trying to keep yourself busy, busy, busy when I see this. Okay, so again, with like all this energy, it's like I'm distracting myself. I'm not paying attention to this. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm staying on task. Okay, that's just the vibe I'm picking up. Now, the downside to the Queen of Pentacles, sometimes she could be a little set in her ways. Sometimes she could be a little stubborn. So again, whether you're dealing with a very stubborn individual, whether it's a situation that doesn't seem like it's really shifting or changing much, it's like, all right, where are the results here? I don't necessarily feel like it's a bad energy though. So we're going to look into this further, of course. Now, moving to the very back end, we have the soft energy, which I love it. Hopefully this is how something improves. If this is like linear, if how this energy looks is linear, awesome. But we have the Six of Cups on the back end. Lovely. It's a card of soul ties, soul connections, important partnerships, things like that. Generally, I think of this as a card of history. I think of it as memory. So whether it's someone we've known for a very long time, maybe you're reminiscing a little bit. When I see the Six of Cups, maybe someone you're connected to is reminiscing. But again, it's just very soft, loving, and caring normally. It could be taking walks down memory lane. It could be things like resurfacing or returning. Of course, this card could represent stuff like that. But as you can see, the way the energy flows, it's like we have a beautiful, soft, loving, nurturing energy back here, but a very aggressive, mean, angry one here on the front end. So for some of you, again, there could be a situation where it's like, I see the good, I see the beneficial, but I also see what's not quite working here. So I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's do it, Virgo. Let's jump in and clarify. Let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. What is happening with my Virgos? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Five of Swords. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Virgo, could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Five of Swords time. Why is it here for Virgo? Where's the Five of Swords? Thank you. Yeah, someone is not happy. So there's just something that's not sitting right intuitively to me. Now, when I see the Temperance card, usually, and you can see it as Alice there, she's like meditating on top of that mushroom. She's like calm, zen, relaxed. Big Sagittarius energy right here, by the way, so I'm not sure if you're connected to one. But when I see Temperance in reverse underneath the Five of Swords, it's someone that's upset about something. So again, if you're cool, if you're chill, if everything's fine, I mean, try to stay in this neutral energy as you move throughout the rest of the month, because there could most definitely be a situation that pops up that takes you out of your normal frame. That's how the energy's showing up to me. Like if you're a pretty neutral, calm type of individual, very logical, there could just be something that gets under your skin in an abnormal way where it's like, I don't know why this is affecting me so much. But again, for some of you, if this is like someone you're connected to, their energy does not show that it's at peace. Okay. I don't know if this is a lack of acceptance, but Temperance in reverse underneath the Five of Swords, it's upset, it's angry, it's mad about something. So again, whether we're talking about somebody else, if there's a lot of tension, they might be a little angrier than they're letting on. That can most definitely be the case, especially with all the other stuff. It's like, oh, well, I care, but I'm also pissed. I'm so pissed because I care so much. It's like giving me that kind of vibe too. But the energy itself is not at peace. That's the best way I could really put it here. And so whether it's something that pops up that takes you out of your normal frame, or it's somebody else's feelings. I mean, we really can't control the feelings of others, right? The best we can do is control our actions and our reactions. If someone's upset, hey, I'm sorry. If there's anything I could do to help you, please let me know. But we can't control the feelings of others. That's just how it feels to me. So I don't feel like it's something you shouldn't care about per se, but I don't think it's something to really dwell on. Okay, that's just the energy that's showing up here. So very frazzled, not at peace right here in the front. So again, some of you, yeah, it could just be a situation that's got you restless at minimum. Let's keep moving. Let's see what's up with the Queen of Pentacles. Just super, super intense on the front. Hopefully the energy does start to improve. That's what I'm hoping to see. But let's see what the Queen of Pentacles has for you. Why is she here for Virgo? Thank you. Yeah, busy, busy. Trying to keep myself busy, busy, busy. All right. So Eight of Pentacles in the upright underneath this Queen of Pentacles. That's good. For any Virgos, if you're watching this for like career, work, money, monetary things, investments, anything in that material world aspect is looking awesome to me. So like for some of you, if things have been tough, they'll probably improve. They'll probably get better in the short term. This is really nice. But when I see the Eight of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles, it's either one, keeping yourself very busy. Like my hands are busy. I'm working, distracting. So some of you might be doing that, just trying to keep yourself busy so you don't focus in on something in particular. Or again, it could also be a fixer type of energy, like, because I do see this as a card of like mending things. So when we get all this rough and tough energy in the front, and I see Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, here, let me help you. Here, let me fix this. Now, I do need to tell you, Virgos, sometimes there's certain things where it's like, even if you want to fix it, I mean, it could be on somebody else. That could definitely be the case. But the energy to me just feels very busy, busy, busy. Okay, I'm not saying you're wasting your time or anything like that. I'm not saying this is something that can't be fixed. This could also just represent you wanting to put effort into something. Maybe that's the source of this conflict, possibly, where it's like, oh, I want to put energy into this, but it's not easy. It's hard. It's like fighting me every step of the way. That's an odd energy I'm starting to pick up now in the bonus messages. So again, if there is something you're wanting to put energy into, it could be like putting up resistance some sort of way. There's great money energy at the very least. So if you're looking for work things, that's great. But the tension could be coming from the personal side. Let's keep moving. I mean, you could probably make a difference in a way. It doesn't feel like you can't fix something or you can't make a difference. But I think everybody needs to be on board, if that makes sense. Like you can't do it by yourself. It needs to be like a group effort, if that makes sense. Let's see what the Six of Cups has. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we shut it down. So what do we have here with the Six of Cups for my Virgos, please? What do we have here? The deck is being very specific for you now. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Virgo, we do have the Devil in the upright underneath the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is something that's just not resolving for whatever reason. Could be something from the past you're still holding on to. And even if you're not like actively trying to hold on to, I've had this feeling since the beginning that there could be just something that's under the skin. It's like, even if it's not in plain view, like it's there. It's always there. Whether that be a person, again, it could be various different things. But when I see the Devil under the Six of Cups, it's an energy that's not really going anywhere. Now, for some of you, that could be a good thing. This could represent a person, a soul tie, a soul connection, where their energy is solid, firm, predictable. Some of you, that might be great. For some of you, it could be frustrating too, because it's, yeah, this energy is not changing. This energy, like, they are who they are. That's just how the vibe is showing up to me. But at the same time, the fact that we have the history tied in with the Six of Cups and the Devil, this is an energy where it's like, it's sticking around. Okay. So whether that's sticking under your skin or somebody else's, and it could go all the way back to the very beginning of the reading, where it's like, oh, well, what would you advise somebody else? I mean, sometimes logic doesn't fit with certain situations where you can logically tell yourself something or logically try to advise yourself, but if the energy's there, it's there. Sometimes it just needs to work through in its own way. So again, I'm seeing something stuck under the surface here. Kind of want to pull another card just to see if we could intuit what that is, but I also feel like it's part of the mystery of it. So for some Virgos, maybe it's just something that you just keep within yourself or keep to yourself. But let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll shut it down here, my friends. If you kindly look in the box, we have this dynamic going on that's going from like hot to cold or upset to soft. But position number one, we do have the Five of Swords with Temperance in reverse. This energy is definitely not at peace. It's an energy that could either be upset, angry, mad, or it's just an energy, again, just not at peace for whatever reason. Feels very aggressive and pushy too for whatever reason. Moving to the center, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Some of you could just be keeping yourselves busy, that could be advice from Spirit too. Like, oh, keep your hands moving, keep focused on this, work. But I also see some Virgos wanting to try to fix something or make it better or make it right. Not saying if you can or you can't. I don't know every situation that's going on, but it's like I have the energy to do it, or I will at some point. Moving to the back end, we have the Six of Cups with the Devil in the upright. It doesn't feel as bad as it looks. That's the one thing I'll say, but it's an energy that's just stuck under the skin. Okay, so whether it's a memory, a situation, a person, it's like this energy is with me, and there's nothing I can really do to resolve this. So do with that what you will, Virgo. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your bonus reading, and I'll talk to you soon.